Imagine a world where maggots are used to clean wounds, leeches are doctors, and honeybees are pharmacists. Sounds strange, right? But for centuries, humans have turned to the animal kingdom for healing. From ancient Egypt to medieval Europe, creatures like bees, snails, and even ants have played a surprising role in medicine. Did you know that snail slime was once used to treat burns, or that crushed beetles were a remedy for toothaches? Today we're diving into the fascinating history of animals and insects used in medicine. You'll discover how these creatures were once lifesavers, how their unique properties were harnessed, and why some of these practices are still used today. So if you're ready to explore the weird and wonderful world of animal-based medicine, let's get started. Maggots, nature's tiny surgeons. Maggots might seem disgusting, but they've been used for centuries to clean wounds and prevent infections. The practice, known as maggot therapy, dates back to ancient times. Indigenous tribes in Australia and the Maya civilization used maggots to treat wounds and prevent gangrene. During the Napoleonic Wars and World War I, battlefield surgeons noticed that soldiers with maggot-infested wounds often healed faster than those without. Maggots worked by eating dead tissue while leaving healthy tissue untouched. They also secrete enzymes that kill bacteria, making them natural wound cleaners. In the 1920s, Dr. William Baer, an orthopedic surgeon, popularized maggot therapy in modern medicine. Today, medical-grade maggots are used in hospitals to treat stubborn infections, diabetic ulcers, and even bone infections. The FDA approved maggots as a medical device in 2004, proving that these tiny creatures are still lifesavers. Leeches, the blood-sucking healers. Leeches have been used in medicine for over 2,500 years. Ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans believed that leeches could balance the body's humors and cure diseases like fever, headaches, and even mental illness. The Greek physician Galen recommended leeches for almost every ailment, and their use spread across Europe and Asia. In the 19th century, leech therapy became so popular that Europe almost ran out of leeches. Doctors used them to treat everything from obesity to tuberculosis. Today, leeches are still used in modern medicine, especially in reconstructive surgery. Their saliva contains anticoagulants and anti-inflammatory compounds that help improve blood flow and reduce swelling. For example, after a finger reattachment surgery, leeches can prevent blood clots and save the patient's finger. It's a strange but effective treatment that shows how nature can provide solutions to modern medical problems. Honeybees, the original pharmacist. Honeybees have been providing medicine for thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians used honey to dress wounds, and it's mentioned in the Ebers Papyrus, one of the oldest medical texts, dating back to 1550 BCE. Honey's antibacterial properties make it an effective treatment for burns, cuts, and infections. Propolis, a resin-like substance bees collect from trees, has been used to treat sore throats, burns, and skin infections. The Greeks and Romans used it as a natural antiseptic. Royal jelly, a nutrient-rich secretion fed to queen bees, was believed to boost energy and slow aging. In traditional Chinese medicine, bee venom has been used to treat arthritis and chronic pain. While some of these uses are still debated, there's no denying that bees have been nature's pharmacists for centuries. Snails, slimy but effective. Snail slime might not sound like medicine, but it's been used for centuries to treat burns, wounds, and skin conditions. Ancient Greeks and Romans applied snail slime to soothe inflammation and promote healing. The Greek physician Hippocrates reportedly prescribed a mixture of crushed snails and milk to treat skin diseases. In the Middle Ages, a snail's slime was used to treat tuberculosis and other respiratory diseases. Even today, snail mucin is a popular ingredient in skincare products for its ability to hydrate and repair skin. South American folk healers still use snail slime to treat scars and burns. It's a fascinating example of how humans have turned to nature for healing. Canthadin beetles, the blistering cure. Canthadin beetles, also known as blister beetles, produce a toxic chemical called canthadin. In small doses, this chemical was used to treat warts, skin infections, and even rabies. Ancient Greeks and Romans used it as a remedy for everything from headaches to snake bites. The famous Greek physician Dioscorides wrote about Canthadin in his medical texts, and it was a popular treatment in medieval Europe. However, Canthadin is highly toxic and can cause severe blisters if not used carefully. Despite the risks, it was a popular treatment for centuries and is still used in some wart removers today. It's a reminder that even dangerous creatures can have medicinal value when used correctly. Ants, the original stitches. Before modern sutures, some cultures used ants to close wounds. Large ants, like army ants, were held over a wound until they bit down. Then their bodies were snapped off, leaving the jaws behind to act as a natural stitch. This practice was common in parts of Africa, South America, and India. The ancient Mayans and Aztecs used this method to close wounds and prevent infections. The strong mandibles of the ants held the skin together, allowing it to heal naturally. In some remote areas, traditional healers still use this method today, especially when medical supplies are unavailable. The use of ants as stitches highlights the ingenuity of early medical practices and the reliance on natural resources for survival. Fish, the skin exfoliators. In Turkey, a species of fish called gara rufa, also known as doctor fish, has been used for centuries to treat skin conditions like psoriasis. These fish nibble away dead skin, leaving healthy skin behind. The practice became so popular that fish spas started offering the treatment worldwide. The use of doctor fish dates back to the Ottoman Empire, where they were used in natural hot springs. The fish's gentle nibbling removes dead skin without damaging healthy tissue, making it a natural exfoliation method. While modern dermatology has advanced, doctor fish remain a popular alternative treatment for skin conditions in some parts of the world. Spiders, web bandages. Spider silk has been used for centuries to dress wounds and treat infections. Ancient Greeks and Romans applied spider webs to cuts and burns to stop bleeding and promote healing. The silk is naturally antimicrobial, which helps keep wounds clean and prevents infections. In traditional medicine, spider webs were also used to treat warts and skin infections due to their sticky texture and protective barrier properties. Modern science has taken a keen interest in spider silk for its potential medical applications. Researchers have discovered that spider silk is not only strong and flexible, but also biocompatible, meaning it can be used safely in the human body. Scientists are now developing synthetic spider silk for use in sutures, bandages, and even artificial tendons. For example, a company called Bolt Threads has created synthetic spider silk for use in medical and cosmetic products. Historically, spider silk was also used by indigenous tribes in the Amazon to create fishing nets and traps, showcasing its versatility. Today, spider silk is being studied for its potential to deliver drugs directly to damaged tissue, thanks to its ability to dissolve slowly in the body. The antimicrobial properties of spider silk make it a promising material for combating antibiotic-resistant bacteria, a growing concern in modern medicine. Frogs, the painkillers. Frogs have been used in traditional medicine for centuries, particularly in South America, where indigenous tribes like the Emberea people of Colombia have used frog secretions to treat wounds and relieve pain. The poison dart frog, for example, produces a potent secretion that has been used to poison blow darts for hunting. The secretions contain alkaloids that block pain signals and reduce inflammation. Modern research has identified over 200 bioactive compounds in frog secretions, many of which have potential medical applications. One of the most notable discoveries is epipetidine, a compound found in the Ecuadorian poison dart frog. Epipetidine is 200 times more potent than morphine as a painkiller, but without the addictive side effects. However, its toxicity has limited its direct use in medicine. Instead, scientists have used it as a blueprint to develop safer pain relief drugs. In addition to painkillers, frog secretions are being studied for their potential to treat conditions like heart disease, cancer, and even HIV. For example, compounds from the waxy monkey tree frog have shown promise in fighting antibiotic-resistant bacteria. The use of frog secretions in medicine highlights the untapped potential of biodiversity in developing new treatments. Interestingly, the use of frogs in medicine isn't limited to traditional practices. In 2020, researchers at the University of Queensland discovered that the secretions of green-eyed tree frogs could be used to develop new antibiotics. The discovery is particularly important in the fight against superbugs, which are becoming increasingly resistant to existing antibiotics. If you think snails and frogs are fascinating, wait till you see our video on 15 animals with superpowers straight out of a comic book. From electric eels to immortal jellyfish, these creatures will blow your mind. Don't miss it. Watch now on our channel. Earthworms, the digestive healers. Earthworms have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries, where they are known as di long. Dried and powdered earthworms were believed to treat a variety of ailments, including fevers, asthma, and high blood pressure. In ancient texts like the Shinong Bin Kao Jing, the Divine Farmer's Materia Medica, earthworms were discovered as a remedy for reducing inflammation and improving blood circulation. Modern research has confirmed that earthworms contain enzymes and proteins with anti-inflammatory and anticoagulant properties. For example, the enzyme lumbrokinase, extracted from earthworms, is used in some countries to treat cardiovascular diseases by breaking down blood clots. Earthworms also produce a substance called drillodefensin, which helps reduce inflammation in the digestive system. In traditional medicine, earthworms were often boiled or dried and ground into a powder, which was then mixed with water or tea. While this practice is less common today, earthworms remain a subject of scientific interest for their potential to treat conditions like arthritis, stroke, and even cancer. Researchers are also studying earthworm mucus for its ability to heal wounds and fight bacterial infections. Did you know scientists are still discovering new and unique animals? Check out our video on 15 most unique animals that scientists discovered recently. From glowing sea creatures to bizarre insects, these discoveries will amaze you. Watch it now on our channel. Snakes, venom as medicine. Snake venom might be deadly, but it has been used as medicine for centuries. Ancient Greeks and Romans used snake venom to treat everything from arthritis to heart disease. The Greek physician Hippocrates even recommended venom for its pain-relieving properties. In traditional Chinese medicine, snake venom was used to treat joint pain and inflammation. Today, scientists are studying snake venom for its potential to treat a wide range of conditions, including high blood pressure, blood clots, and even cancer. For example, the venom of the Brazilian pit viper, Bothrops jaracaca, contains a compound called bradykinin potinating peptide, which was used to develop the blood pressure medication captopril. Another example is the venom of the black mamba, which contains pain-relieving compounds called mombligans. These compounds are being researched as a potential alternative to opioids for managing chronic pain. Similarly, the venom of the Malayan pit viper is used to create ancrod, a drug that prevents blood clots in stroke patients. Snake venom is also being studied for its potential to treat cancer. Researchers have found that certain venom proteins can target and kill cancer cells without harming healthy tissue. For example, the venom of the copperhead snake contains a protein called chondrotostane, which has shown promise in slowing the growth of breast cancer tumors. Dogs, the wound lickers. Dogs have been used in medicine for centuries, not just as therapy animals but also as healers. Ancient Egyptians believed that a dog's lick could heal wounds and infections. The god Anubis, often depicted with the head of a jackal, was associated with healing and protection, further cementing the belief in the healing power of dogs. Modern research has shown that dog saliva contains enzymes like lysine and peroxidase, which can kill bacteria and promote healing. Lysine in particular breaks down the cell walls of harmful bacteria, while peroxidase helps reduce inflammation. In traditional medicine, dogs were often allowed to lick wounds to clean them and speed up the healing process. While it's not recommended to let dogs lick open wounds today due to the risk of infection, the antibacterial properties of dog saliva have inspired research into new wound healing treatments. For example, scientists are studying the use of synthetic lysine in medical creams and ointments. Cats, the purring healers. Cats have been used in medicine for centuries, not just as therapy animals but also as healers. Ancient Egyptians believed that a cat's purr could heal bones and reduce pain. The goddess Bastet, often depicted as a lioness or a domestic cat, was associated with protection and healing, further reinforcing the belief in the healing power of cats. Modern research has shown that a cat's purr vibrates at a frequency of 20 to 140 Hz, which can promote bone density and reduce pain. This has led to the development of vibration therapy for conditions like osteoporosis and muscle injuries. The low-frequency vibrations of a cat's purr are thought to stimulate bone growth and repair, making them a natural form of therapy. In traditional medicine, cats were often kept in homes to ward off evil spirits and promote health. Today, cats are used in therapy to help patients recover from trauma, anxiety, and depression. While cats aren't a replacement for modern medicine, their purring has inspired new approaches to healing. For example, researchers are studying the use of low-frequency vibrations in medical devices to promote bone growth and reduce pain. Pigs, the organ donors. Pigs have been used in medicine for centuries, not just as food but also as organ donors. Ancient Chinese medicine used pig organs to treat everything from heart disease to diabetes. The practice of using pig organs, known as xenotransplantation, dates back to ancient times when pig hearts and livers were used in traditional remedies. Today, pigs are at the forefront of medical research for their potential to provide organs for human transplants. Pigs are genetically similar to humans, making their organs a promising option for patients in need of transplants. Researchers are working on genetically modifying pigs to reduce the risk of organ rejection. For example, scientists have developed CRISPR-edited pigs that lack certain genes responsible for triggering immune responses in humans. Pig heart valves have been used in human surgeries for decades. These valves are treated to remove living cells, making them safe for transplantation. In 2022, the first successful transplant of a genetically modified pig heart into a human patient was performed, marking a significant milestone in medical history. The use of pigs in medicine highlights the potential xenotransplantation to address the global shortage of donor organs. Horses, the blood donors. Horses have been used in medicine for centuries, not just as therapy animals but also as blood donors. Ancient Greeks and Romans used horse blood to treat everything from anemia to infections. The practice of using horse blood, known as serum therapy, dates back to ancient times when horse serum was used to treat a variety of ailments. Today, horses are used to promote anti-venom for snake bites and other toxins. The horse's immune system produces antibodies when exposed to venom, which are then harvested to create anti-venom. This treatment has saved countless lives and remains a critical tool in modern medicine. For example, the anti-venom for the deadly box jellyfish sting is derived from horse antibodies. Horses are also used in equine-assisted therapy to help patients recover from physical and emotional trauma. The rhythmic movement of a horse can improve balance, coordination, and muscle strength in patients with disabilities. Horses are also used in psychotherapy to help patients build trust, improve communication, and reduce anxiety. In addition to their role in therapy, horses have contributed to medical research. For example, horse serum is used in the production of vaccines, including the tetanus vaccine. And that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing stories. See you in the next video on Forever Green.